I wasn't born here. They tell me I was born here. It's not true. What the fuck are you talking about, Jason, eh? What the fuck are you like? I'm Italian. I'm half Italian. How can I be half Italian if I was born around here? My mom and dad live here. They live in this house. They've got one room. My sister's 23. She's got one room. I've got one room. They're completely the same to me. They've exactly the same skin and exactly the same structure of their face and exactly the same hairstyles. Their clothes are exactly the same. I can't even tell the fucking difference between them half the time. Dad comes home. Mom's watching the television. What have you been doing? You what? Well, I've been at work all day. What have you been doing? I cleaned the house. You did what? The house. I cleaned it. Did you? I did as it goes. It doesn't fucking look fucking clean. You what? I said it doesn't fucking look fucking clean. Every day. I don't even like them. I don't act like them. You should have seen my sister at school. And I get there, and everybody tells me that they taught my sister. I bet you did. I'm sorry, Jason. I said I bet you fucking did. Sometimes I go into her bedroom and I lie under her bed. One time she came in. She didn't know I was there. She moved around. She took something from out of a drawer, closed the drawer, left the room. My heart was beating so loudly I could feel the blood pressure in my ears. I got out from under her bed. I got to the drawer that she opened. Ran my hand through her clothes. I picked up a stick of lipstick. It was a dull pink lipstick. I lifted it to my nose, smelled it. I opened it up, licked it a little bit. I put some on. I was preparing in some ways. I was making myself ready in a lot of ways. The first time I saw her in school, I didn't really notice her. That's quite funny. If you were to say to me the first time you saw her in school, you won't notice her, or the first time you see her, you didn't notice her, I'd look at you. I'd give you my look like, I don't like it. The school. It's not a good school. Don't believe anybody who tells you that our schools go, it's not a bad school, because that's a lie. And we have enough lies in the world, I think. The rules here are the rules of the insane. Don't walk on the left side, don't chew gum, don't drink water in the corridor, don't go to the toilet, tuck your shirt in, don't stand up, unless in the assembly. Then don't sit down. Ever. The teachers stand in front of a class and they can't control it. Their eyes going this way and that way. Their arms flapping about. They can't control their eyes. They can't control their arms, let alone a, will you be quiet please? I asked you to be quiet. I won't ask you again. I'm going to count to 5, and if you're not quiet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the days when she wears a grey skirt, it's like everything has come together at once. Did you ever get a day like that? I found that her name was Lisa. I wrote it down. I wanted to do a BTech in computers. I don't suppose I'll get the chance now. There are things wrong with this world. I think when you look at the power that Pakistani people have and the money they make, there are black people up London and they have meat cleavers. They'll properly kill you. There are gypsies out by Goresbrook. They take your bike. You'll be going past them on your bike and they'll stop you and they'll say to you, get off your bike. Give it to us. Give us your phone. Give us your trainers. Say you have a nice pair of trainers. Say you saved up or your mom saved up to buy you a nice pair of trainers. They'll just take it. I don't think that's right. Don't tell me you think that's right because it's not. And white people? The white people around here are left with nothing to do. The women wear clothes that serve only one real purpose, really. I am a part of an Aryan race. I came out of nowhere. It didn't used to be like this. Why do you think it's like this now? I ask her, why do you think it's like this now? She gives me a smile that I swear I've never seen on any other human being before. And she says to me, I have no idea, Jason. You tell me. I'm going through the Heathway and I only see one of them at first. He walks towards me. Alright, Jason. Pushes into me. Pushes me around. And before I notice, there's been another one that comes up behind me. He stood on my toe. I didn't. You stood on my fucking toe, you fucking retard cunt. I didn't mean to. It was an accident. Are you calling me a liar? Are you calling him a liar, Jason? Don't call him a liar. There's a third. I'd cut his face off if I was you. I think one of them has a screwdriver. I'm running across the Heathway into the mall there. I don't turn around to see where they are. There's a railing on the side of the Heathway and it slows me down and they catch me and they push me to the ground. And one of them stamps on my face. He holds my face there with his foot. The other has a screwdriver pressed against my cheek. You fucking pikey thick fucking cunt. You are dead. You call me a liar? You are so fucking dead. Don't. Please don't. Please don't. What happened to your face? There's blood on my face. On my shirt. On the pavement. I go into the toilets of the shopping mall and I wash it off. I don't tell my mom anything. I don't tell my dad anything. I don't tell my sister anything. I have my tea like nothing happened. I used to deserve this. I used to be really mouthy in class. I have the capacity to be really horrible to people. I have been really horrible to people. I have been horrible to people about their mothers. I'm not anymore. This kind of thing used to happen to me all the time. I don't deserve it anymore. There are ways of smoking cigarettes that I've experimented with. You can smoke a cigarette like this. Or you can smoke a cigarette like this. You can light a match like this. Or like this. Or like this. If you're smoking draw, which is another name for marijuana, then you should probably smoke it like this. Lisa smokes Marlboro Lights, which is about as fucking obvious as it could ever get. I go downstairs and my sister's watching Coldplay. They're singing that song about looking at the stars. I want to kick the television screen in. Sometimes you think about kicking things in like that. Stomp on his teeth. When Snoop Dogg on? 5:30. You gonna watch him? You gonna watch him? You watching Snoop Dogg? She says nothing. I go out. I found Lisa's name in the phone book. I found her address in the phone book. You wouldn't have thought it would be so easy, would you? I go to her house. I stand outside her house. There's nobody there. Nobody is home. Nobody comes in. Nobody goes out. There's a pub on her corner, and they've got the concert on while I'm waiting. Madonna brings this goon on stage with her. Are you ready, London? Are you ready to start a revolution? Are you ready to change history? I go back the next day, and the house is still empty. Maybe she's gone away for the weekend. Maybe she's gone to see some relatives or something like that. I have a cigarette while I'm waiting. I keep a packet of 10 cigarettes in the lining of my blazer. After a bit, I go right up to her window. I wonder which one of these rooms her bedroom is. I can only see her front room. I imagine her in her front room, watching the televisions, with the curtains closed. I could come round, watch the television with her. Miss? Yes, Jason? How are you today? I'm good. Thank you, Jason. How are you? I'm alright. Did you watch Live 8? I watched bits of it. Did you enjoy it? I did, yes. Who did you enjoy best? I don't know. Did you like Snoop Dogg? I didn't see him. Do you think we'll get the Olympics, miss? I'm not sure. I think Paris might get it. It would be better there, don't you think? I don't know. I think it would. It would be better in Paris than in London. London stinks, I reckon. Don't you think, miss? Don't you think London stinks? I think it does. I think it stinks. I think it stinks of dead people. Monday night, I get home. I think Dad started hitting Mom. I'm not sure. There are bruises across her face. I ask her. She tells me not to be so ridiculous. Tuesday morning. Lisa's wearing a red blouse and a grey skirt. Her hair has come loose at the end of the day. She asks me if I can get past. I let her pass. She's being rude to me. I think she's being rude to me. Why is she being rude to me today? How come she started being rude to me? And later she starts talking to the head of math. It makes me want to cut his throat open. Next day, next math lesson. This is hilarious. I won't stop talking. He sends me out. I won't move. You can't make me. You can't make me move. You can't touch me. You touch me and I am going to the police. Sir, you touch me and I am going to the police. Sir, do you fancy Miss Watson? Sir, do you know where she lives? She lives on Parsons Avenue, doesn't she? Have you been around there? I could buy a knife. That wouldn't be difficult. I could buy a gun. I could get really fucking drunk and get myself a gun. How did you find out where I live, Jason? This is serious. It's in the phone book, miss. It's not difficult. Do you want a cigarette? What are you doing here? I'm just sitting here. Can you move, please? You were wrong about the Olympics, miss. I was what? I can't fucking believe it myself. I think they must all be insane. Did you see them? Don't you think they're insane? Don't you think Lord Sebastian Coe is insane, miss? And David Beckham? Jason, can you move away from my house, please? Where were you at the weekend, miss? Where what? Where were you at the weekend? You weren't in all weekend. Did you go away for the weekend? Jason, get off my wall this instant. Or what? If you don't get off my wall this instant, I swear I will call the police. Are you worried about losing your job? Am I what? Because teachers and students aren't really meant to fall in love with each other. I'd look after you though, if you did. Jason, what on earth are you talking about? There's a fizzing sound, sometimes with an ashtray or a wall or something. You have to rub the cigarette in. It's not like that this time. Let me say this. Now, after everything that has happened, I would cut out her cunt with a fork. I would scrape off her tits. I would force a chair leg up her ass until her rectum bled. I would do these things. If I was forced to, I would do all of these things. Don't think I wouldn't, because I would. On my way up Oxlow Lane, there's this guy. He stares at me like he's seen something in my eyes. He's drunk. I think drunk people are the worst. I didn't know if he was going to hit me or kick me or what. He looked at me as though he recognized something. And then he started smiling. I get home and I go to my room and I put a CD on. I can't stop thinking about the way it made a fizzing sound. It shouldn't have made a fizzing sound. That was a complete surprise to me. I'd like to go on a roller coaster. Right now. That's what I would like. To go to Chessington or Alton Towers and ride on a roller coaster. Downstairs I can hear mom and dad. I don't know, go down. I go into my sister's room. I lie down under her bed. The phone goes. Please don't answer it. Please don't answer it. Please don't answer it. I go to bed at 8 o'clock. I don't even watch much TV. In the future, people will look at me and they'll know I was right about all of this. In the future, people will do what I say. I'll be like a Führer. Do you think I'm joking? Do you think this is some kind of a joke? I watch the TV with my sister all morning. She comes back from the tube station. She can't get to work. The images are from CCTV cameras close by to the scene. They change every 30 seconds. I watch them. I keep thinking something is going to happen. The people keep talking, but the images only change every 30 seconds or so. I wonder what it's like down there. I wonder what it smells like. I think about the rats. It's such a hot day that I have to close the curtains to stop the sunlight glaring on the television. I wish she was on the tube. Lisa. I wish Lisa had had a training day and happened to find herself sitting on a tube, bound for the center of town, where a young man with a backpack climbed on. The way the images move, I think the word is tantalizing. I look at my sister. Are you laughing or are you crying? What? Are you laughing or are you crying?